Welcome to Wonderslate. Subscribe to our Telegram channel given in the description to updates and study materials. Topic for today's quiz is The Changing World of Visual Art Set 1. Question number 1. What is the name of an art form where impression is printed on paper and cloth? Option A. Motif. Option B. Embossing. Option C. Engraving. Option D. Stamping. The correct answer is Option C. Engraving, an art form where impression is printed on paper and cloth from the design on wood or metal are called engraving. Question number 2. Who was the European artist appointed by Muhammad Ali Khan? Option A. Tilly Kettle. Option B. George Willison. Option C. Both A and B. Option D. None of these. The correct answer is Option C. Both A and B. Muhammad Ali Khan, the Nawab of Arcot, commissioned to paint oil paintings and portraits. The painters were Tilly Kettle and George Willison. Question number 3. What do you mean by realism? Option A. Faithfully observes and depict the subject. Option B. Faithfully observe the landscape. Option C. Draw from their imagination. Option D. Draw and paint landscape. The correct answer is Option A. Faithfully observes and depict the subject. Realism meant a belief that artists had to faithfully observe and depict the subject. Question number 4. What are covered under the mural paintings? Option A. Whole canvas. Option B. Whole wall. Option C. Whole ceiling. Option D. Whole room. The correct answer is Option B. Whole wall. Mural paintings are the paintings covering the whole wall. Tipu Sultan encourages local traditions and had the walls of his palace at Seringapatam covered with mural paintings done by local artists. Question number 5. One of the first history paintings was produced by whom? Option A. Francis Hayman. Option B. Johann Zafani. Option C. Tilly Kettle. Option D. William Daniel. The correct answer is Option A. Francis Hayman. One of the first history paintings was produced by Francis Hayman in 1762 and placed on public display in the Vauxhall Gardens in London. Question number 6. What was the popular print of the early 20th century very often showed? Option A. Bharat Mata. Option B. Mythological stories. Option C. Religious themes. Option D. Children's stories. The correct answer is Option A. Bharat Mata. The popular print of the early 20th century very often showed Bharat Mata appearing as a goddess carrying the national flag. Question number 7. From where did the style of architecture was borrowed in Calcutta? Option A. Doric. Option B. Gothic. Option C. Classical style of Greece and Rome. Option D. Corinthian. The correct answer is Option C. Classical style of Greece and Rome. Central Post Office in Calcutta has rounded arches and pillars. The style of architecture was borrowed from classical style of Greece and Rome. Question number 8. From where Raja Ravi Varma painted the scenes from on his canvas? Option A. Ramayana. Option B. Mahabharata. Option C. Both A and B. Option D. None of these. The correct answer is Option C. Both A and B. Raja Ravi Varma was one of the first artists who tried to create a style that was both modern and national. He painted on canvas the scenes from both Ramayana and Mahabharata. Question number 9. In which styles the Victoria Terminus was built? Option A. Gothic style. Option B. Dorian style. Option C. Corinthian style. Option D. Classical Greek and Roman style. The correct answer is Option A. Gothic style. The Victoria Terminus, the railway station in Bombay, was built in Gothic style. The new buildings that came up in the mid-19th century in Bombay were mostly in this style. Question number 10. Who painted Nala and Damayanti? Option A. Raja Ravi Varma. Option B. Francis Hayman. Option C. Johann Zafani. Option D. None of these. The correct answer is Option A. Raja Ravi Varma. Mythological scene from the legend of Nala and Damayanti was painted by Raja Ravi Varma and produced by Calcutta Art Studio 1878 to 1880. Question number 11. What do you mean by engraving? Option A. Oil painting. Option B. Impression printing. Option C. British printing. Option D. None of these. The correct answer is Option B. Impression printing, an art form where impression is printed on paper and cloth from the design on wood or metal, are called engraving. Question number 12. How did the European artists depict India in their paintings? Option A. Rich land. Option B. Land of poor. Option C. Quaint land. Option D. None of these. The correct answer is Option C. Quaint land. The European artists perceived India as a quaint land to be explored by traveling British artists. Its landscape was rugged and wild, seemingly untamed by human hands. Question number 13. Why did the European portrait painters come to India? Option A. Paint for free. Option B. For getting the contract. Option C. To paint only for king. Option D. None of these. The correct answer is Option B. For getting the contract. The European portrait painters came to India with the hope of getting the contract for making the portraits of European officials and Indian rulers. Question number 14. How were Indians portrayed in the European paintings? Option A. Inferior than European. Option B. Superior than European. Option C. Equal before European. Option D. Equal before European. The correct answer is Option A. Inferior than European. Indians were portrayed as submissives and inferior as the servants of the Europeans in the European paintings. Question number 15. Why were the paintings on Indian themes displayed in Britain? Option A. To give idea about Indian poor. Option B. To give idea about new land conquer. Option C. To give idea about wealth in India. Option D. None of these. The correct answer is Option B. To give idea about new land conquer. The paintings on Indian themes were displayed in Britain to give an idea to the people about the new land conquered by the company. Thank you for watching the video. If you'd like practice this quiz, then download the Wonderslate app now. Link in the description below. If you have any suggestion for us, feel free to leave comments. If you liked the video and want to see more of it, hit the thumbs up and don't forget to click on subscribe button to get more updates of the future videos.